Good evening, sir.
Okay. I'm audible, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great.
पाणी बरोबर पाणी जर बरोबर टाकलं ना
Yes, Swapnil, what is your doubt in callback?
Sir, in function calls, actually, in function call and in also when we create a two function uh, and we want to use the function in function calls. मतलब how we can call one function and another function. I want to call it two function.
Okay, okay. Sure, we'll discuss it at the end of the call. Okay. Good evening, guys. So I hope you all are doing good. I'm audible, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
audible.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I guess let's begin in a minute. Okay, let's wait for a minute, and then we'll begin the session. So apart from Swapnil, any other people are having doubts regarding the previous sessions and everything? Did people try out different examples?
sir, I need to understand callback function. It's a little bit different
Okay, 1 minute. I'll just post the announcement. Thanks, Saurabh, for letting me know. I keep forgetting to post the announcement. You people know, right? Every day there's a class at this time.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay, yes, I what you're telling. You have doubts in callback.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. What doubt you have in callback?
So means the code, how we are using it, and I didn't understand the flow of the code.
Let me understand the flow of the code. And how many people have doubt in callback? Raise your hands. Okay, fine. So nobody, I think 1 or 2 people only have doubt. So okay, what I'll do is cover the callback. I'll just refresh the concept of callback, and then let's move to the
Hello.
today's session. Yeah,
Hello.
shut up.
Sir,
Yes,
I have a doubt in function as well as callback function, both. If you
What
can
is-
give example and can explain.
What is the doubt you have in function?
Like function, I don't understand how to reuse the function, first of all, and then callback function, both.
Okay,
So
cool.
if you can give the example something. Where
Sure,
I,
sure.
yeah.
Sure. So let's consider. Let's consider. Yeah, let's go now. Okay. Okay. Now see here, I have a regular function here. Okay. Now I'm adding 2 numbers here. If I want to reuse the program, same concept. If I want to reuse, then again I can get like there I have added 2 numbers, 10 and 2. In this case, I'm adding 3 and 5. Okay, and I can console this log of sum. And if I want to add another 2 numbers here, okay, I want to add another 2 numbers. So again, I'm doing the same thing. I'll add 2 numbers here. Let's say I want to add 16 and 12, 22. Okay, like this. And again, I can console it. So this is how we are reusing a function by giving different parameters to it. Saraf, are you able to understand how we are reusing it? See, the add 2 numbers function is basically defined to take 2 numbers as argument, okay, argument, and process it to find the summation of that 2 and return that value. So if I want to add different numbers, so initially I want to add 2 numbers, which is 10 and 2. So I have called this function. Now my requirement is to add 3 and 5. Again, if I want to add 2 numbers like 16 and 22, so I can do it like this. So that is it clear for you?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, cool. Fine, I'll
and
just comment
sir,
this.
I had a question about this.
Yeah, ma.
Yes, so every time like we create a new one, like some, so are we like creating an object and an instance of that function, right? This is an object
No,
of
no.
that function.
See, we are not creating object of function here. We are directly calling the function.
Right.
Okay,
right,
we are not using new keyword here. Whenever you use a new keyword, at that time you're creating a new instance or new object. Here we are not at all doing that. We are just calling the same function.
Right,
Okay.
sir, right. Got it.
Cool. Yeah, I'll save this. I'll come down. Coming to the callback. Okay. So callback is nothing but, as we discussed yesterday, callback is nothing but it's a function which we pass as a parameter to another function, and the function which we have passed as parameter is called inside the main function whenever it is required, or at the last, telling that, intimating the user that the respective function is being completed. So what we have done here is we have a function called create code. So this create code will do some kind of processing with the first line item that we are sending. That is nothing but the code. So it's basically creating a string Okay, that is the job of create code. Okay, once the create code has been completed, we want to intimate someone. Let's say we need to log the code. Okay, so we have a generic function defined which will log the data. Okay, which will log the data. So in this case, I can use this create code function where I'll pass one variable, which is a parameter, which is nothing but the name of the respective function. So in the create code, we have sent this log code as a parameter. So once we have done everything, we are calling that particular function. Okay, the flow of the function would like from line number 248, it will hit 239. Okay, from 248 it will go to 239, and 239 from there it will come down to 241. Once it reaches 241, it will come to 244 and execute this function. So this is the flow of the function. For example, here rather than writing log code, right, I will just say log data. Okay, and I will also here do log data. Okay, so in this case we can reuse the functions also. So how to reuse that function is, okay, I have one more function here which is going to add two numbers. Okay, here if I'm going to call add two numbers here, okay, let's put some space here that we can show it to the same screen. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is, here I have created the function. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to call add two numbers function. Okay, in this add two numbers I'm going to pass two numbers, let's say 22 and 44. Okay, now I'll add a send log data function here. So basically what it will happen is, okay, so what is the job of the log data function? To log whatever data we are giving, it will print it. That is the job of the log data function. So the same function, this function, I'm using it two places. So I have a create code. Once it comes here, it will process the data. So once data is processed, that particular data I'm sending to the log data function to print it. Similarly, in this add two numbers, I'm using a callback here.
So please repeat. सर ये लॉग डेटा वाला मेथड मतलब यहाँ से लॉग डेटा से नहीं समझा, एक्सप्लेन करना वहां से.
Wait. See, what I have done is I have a generic function here, which is going to log the data on the console. Okay, this is the statement for printing it. So after processing two functions, I'm going to print the data. Whatever the function is processed, I'm going to print the data. That is my requirement. So I have created two functions. One is for create code. In this create code, we are creating, what is happening is, whatever data you're sending from here, the first parameter, it is getting appended to a string here, and we have processed it. And finally, we get my code later, my code. Okay, this my code is sent to the callback function here. And what is the callback here? The log data. So basically, the log data is getting called in 238, line number 238, with the data which you have got from line number 237. So that is passed to the log data, and it gets printed in the console. Okay, so now I'm doing add two numbers. In add two numbers, I have sent three parameters, two numbers and a log data and a callback function, which is called as log data here. So here, what happens in add two numbers, line number 226, what happens? The first two numbers, these two numbers are added, and we have the response here, and that is sent to the callback function here. And what is the callback function here? Log data. So again, at line number 228, this callback will call line 241 function, line number 241 function, log data, which has the response of this addition of two numbers, and that will get printed on the console. Okay, this is how we are using callback. Callback's job is to is nothing but, it's like calling back, as the name suggests. It's calling back a function from a function which is passed as parameter to it. Okay, still you people didn't understand callback?
It's still a little bit confusing. So
What's there? I mean, tell me what is your confusion is.
actually मतलब ये कॉल बैक को अपन ने यहाँ मतलब यहाँ से नहीं समझा से क्रिएट कोड जो किया मतलब लाइन नंबर 245 से और ये लाइन नंबर 238 ये दो जो लाइन है ना ये से कंफ्यूजिंग है।
क्या कंफ्यूजिंग है यहाँ पे?
So can you give some another example except this?
Another example. Okay. See, any example that I'm going to type, it is going to involve two functions. Anyhow, no problem. I'll write new code itself. I'm still not able to understand where you people are not able to, why your people are not able to understand. Then only I can come up with a good example. Tell me what you didn't understand.
फंक्शन कॉल्स एक्चुअली लिटिल बिट कंफ्यूजिंग इन फंक्शन कॉल।
अरे फंक्शन कॉल कैसे हो रहा है ये थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आ रहा।
See, okay,
या
fine.
वो वही से सर
Okay, relax. I'll type function 1. Okay, and this doesn't have any parameter. Okay, I have function 2. Function 2. Okay, and this doesn't have two parameters. And to call a function, how do you call a function? You just write its function name, and you put two open and close parentheses with it. Correct?
yes sir correct
Okay.
sir.
Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pass a value here. Let's say test function. Okay, test function name. Okay, and this test function name is nothing but I'm going to pass it here. Okay, so whatever value we are going to get here, that can be utilized inside this. Correct? For example, if I do console.log of test function name, okay, and here I will pass 4, let's say 3. What this function will do? It will print 3.
Print 3.
It will print 3. Correct. So
Yes.
this is the case of a number. If I send here, let's say test data, what this function will do? What this line
Test data print करेगा.
Test data print करेगा. It will print test data. Correct. Now
Yes.
instead of sending number or string, I'm going to send the function name here. Okay, function 1. Okay, so basically this function is nothing but it's a function itself. Okay, so it will print the function itself here. So but instead of printing the function, I'll call this function here. Okay, what I'm doing is whenever you're passing a number or a string, it comes here as this value. So we have a function name here now. So if I want to call that function name here, I'll just add 2 parentheses to it. So basically what happens, this function name is this particular function name will get called. And this, what is the function name here? It is the func1. I'll draw and show you this. Wait. Let's do this first time. Fine, leave it. No worries. I'll get back to the code and explain it. See, so basically this particular value comes where to here. So this test function name is nothing but function 1 only. That is the value present in test function name at field. Okay, so I'm whenever I call this is equivalent to function 1 and this, because this particular text will contain this value. That is what the functions do, right? So this is equivalent to this. So when you call the function 1 here, or test function name here, that basically calls the function 1. So this will get executed. Now we people understood how this execution is happening. Guys, give me some answer.
Means you are accessing the global function inside local, right?
It's not about global function. We are sending a function here that I'm accessing inside. It can be global, it can be local, anything. We don't know. We are sending some function to this particular function, which we are accessing inside it.
Okay. Means you are accessing the function 1 inside function 2 and calling
Yes.
here.
Yeah, calling here. That is why it is called as callback, because we are calling back the function which we have sent as parameter.
Okay.
So test function name is not a function, it's an argument, no?
It's an argument. But when you use, whenever you have this open and close parenthesis next to argument, and that is a function name, then it will directly call the function, right?
Yes, sir. So we are using function to arguments. Here we are using it as a function.
Yeah, we are sending the function name in the argument, and we are calling that function inside it. See, in the argument, right, you can give any name. Any name we can give, but it will relate to the value which has been sent in the function calling. This is the function calling step. So the first argument relates to function 1. Still confused, Faiza?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me what you're confused here about. What didn't you understand from this slide?
So what's the main function in which you're calling another function?
Yeah, this is the main function. Function 2 is the main function, to which I'm passing a parameter, and that parameter is nothing but another function's name. And why I am passing the another function name? To call it inside that function. And why I'm calling it inside that function? I'm calling it inside that function wherever I require that function to be called.
Yeah, sir. Now it's a little bit clear.
Okay, it is only little bit clear. Fine. Let's come down. What you didn't understand. Just feel free and tell it so that I can explain you correctly. Because this is an important concept in your in your interview process. There will be definitely a question from callback. So if you have doubts, ask it today.
Sir, why we need to use argument in as an function? मतलब argument तो अपन कोई भी ले सकते, तो फिर function का नाम भी वही रहेगा क्या, जो अपन यहाँ पे inner में call कर रहे सर, line number 265.
265. In 265, line number 265 is test function name, but this will internally call the function 1, because in test function name is nothing but the func1. We are just here giving it's a literal, it's a name that we are using. But what is the value present in the test func1? It is the func1. Yeah, Rupam, what's it out?
Yeah, sir. So basically, taking a function and pass it to another function is a callback function, right? So
yeah, passing it and calling it inside the function is called as a callback function.
Okay, so sir, suppose I have a main function where I declare a number, and then I called another callback function, and where I have to find the square of that number.
Okay. See, so the callback functions are not sent, not used mainly for dealing with other objects. I mean, other functionality. They are sent. Okay. They are the basic. The functionality of callback function is to tell the execution context that function 2 has completed, or function 2 is sending something, or function 2 has asked me to do something like that. So what we are telling, that is possible. That is possible. Nothing wrong in that.
So, okay, sir. So the callback function goes to the execution context, and then it will take to background, and then after completed the task, it will comes with the result, and it will give in the console, right?
Yeah, it will give. So there is, if you are storing the, for example, here if you store that result, right, let x is equal to this, and here you need to return the value. return,
Yes.
let's say temp star temp. You need to return the square, right? Then you need to pass temp here, and you need to pass the value from here. Okay, you need to pass the value here. So this is how the scenario that you're talking about will work.
Sir, wait, I am actually typing in, sir, this.
Yeah,
I
this will
shared
work.
in chat.
Yeah, this will
Yeah,
work.
so,
So basically,
okay.
in your code, right? In your code, you're calling the callback only, but the callback, yeah, this will work. This will show you the this will give you a result of 25.
Okay, so basically, sir, the square function goes to
Yeah.
the like in background, right, to do his work.
This is not background. This is straightforward only. There is no background. Yeah, just calling it back inside a different
So,
function. That's all.
but sir, callback function are used for asynchronous tasks. So is this is also
It's
asynchronous task?
no. Wait. There are two types of callbacks: synchronous as well as asynchronous. So the one you have written the code is called as synchronous callback. Okay.
What is asynchronous then, sir?
Asynchronous in the sense when you are doing an API call. For example, I have
Okay, fetch API.
fetch API. When I'm
Okay,
using the
okay, I got
fetch,
that.
when you're using fetch API, right? At that time, there is a
Hmm.
chance that the data which is going to come right from the internet might take time. So after the data comes, then only we need to do something. That is called as asynchronous callback.
Okay, got it, sir. Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
I just want to ask that means when you take a parameter in the function, you take a parameter and then you throw it as a function, then it is called callback function, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you are using the parameter as a function.
Yeah, I'm not using it because that is a parameter of a function only.
You
Okay.
are taking the parameters and use it as you throw as a function.
Wait. Function, let's say test func1, which states test func name. Okay. Inside that I call test func name. I close this. Okay. And I come here and I'll define function func2. Okay, that was function 2 there in my code. Func. And here I'll write func2. Okay, so this is the code that we have written. Is my screen visible, guys? Right,
Yes, sir.
this is the code we have written. Okay, so what actually happens is the compiler will compile all the lines. It will reach this particular line. Okay, before reaching this particular line, in the memory, it will create in the memory, it will create. Okay, what it will do is it will create function 2 and function 1. It will create that in memory. Okay, now when it comes to this particular function, right, it will create temporary location for this I mean this variable. Okay, it will create temporary location, and that location is named as test func name. Okay, this location is called as temp func name. And what is the value stored in it? It stores function 1 as value. Function 1 is stored here. So this is the memory location's name. And what is the value stored inside that? Func1 is what stored inside that memory location, test func name. So when this particular line comes right, what it will do is the compiler will come and see. It will what it will do? It needs to call this particular function. The compiler will understand this. The executor will understand due to the presence of this symbol. It will think that is a function. that needs to be called. That's a function that needs to be called. So what it will do, it will call this particular function. It will search for this particular function name in the in its call stack. So it will find this particular value. It will find the memory location. And what is the value inside that? Function one. So it will substitute function one here. So what it will become in? It will become like this, something like this. Function one, and we have this parenthesis. So now what it will do, it will search for function one in its directory, and it will find the function one here, which is linked to this one. So basically what it will do, it will execute this function here. So now you people understood how that is happening. Is that,
Yes.
please give me yes or no, guys.
Yes, sir.
Shaiza, is it clear for you, or any doubt you have?
Sir,
Yeah,
if
so
you will
much
not
clear.
throw
One
test
at a
function,
time, please.
sir, if you will
One at a
not,
time.
hello,
Yes, yes, enough.
if you will not call this parameter, then what will happen? Test function.
Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen.
Okay.
Nothing will happen. It's going to stay like that. That's all.
Then what's the point to call it?
The point to call is to do something with this function. See, this is a basic code, right? This is a basic code. If you want to do some, if for example, after the execution of function 2 only, I have to do something. In that case, I will call this function at the last of this function 2. Then I will execute this function.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the reason of calling that.
Means if you will not call test func name, then you can't call function one, isn't it?
You can directly call function one inside this.
Okay.
Inside this, because these things are present outside. This is present outside. What if this particular function, this thing is present inside a block scope?
Okay.
What if this only is present inside a block scope? So when you scope the functions right, or the functions are present at different locations, at that time you can't deal like that. So you have to follow.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Shaija, you were telling something, right?
So it's much clear now. It's fine.
Okay, cool. Great. So shall we dive into today's class? Today is not a leave, guys. If you don't answer also, I'm going to start the class. Okay. So today is the JavaScript fourth lecture in this JavaScript series. Okay. So what we are going to do today is we are going to talk about arrays, then how we are going to declare arrays in JavaScript. Then we will look into all the basic JavaScript methods or inbuilt functions that array has. Okay. So this particular concept, it is like more likely to be asked in the technical rounds. Okay, so keep a good focus on the complete scenario today. Okay, yeah. So yeah. So what is an array? Array. What is an array? Yeah, guys, you can tell me, because you people have studied the arrays in Python, right? What is an array?
Collection of same data type.
Collection of same data type. Okay. Collection of items. This Nilesh will say. Okay. So it seems like
So
two people have
ordered collection of objects or
ordered
elements.
collection of objects or elements. Okay. Okay. Cool. Right. So let us talk what is an array. Of elements which are present in an array, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Location, execution context. What will find a memory location which is continuous, Okay, yeah. Diagram. So basically, it's continuous. So all the data which is going to be present, right, that needs to be in the so it will be in the continuous location. So the if say this is the address of this location is like x1, then address of this location would be x2, and address of this location would be x3, and address of this location would be x4. Okay, and this value will get stored here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and every array in this JavaScript, right, starts with every specific array will have a index location. The location of this particular this is 0. It's always starts with 0 and it progresses. So 1, 2, and 3. So basically, and it proceeds. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. So length of the array, the starting location 0. So any doubt here, guys, in what is an array and how that is arranged, and how that is stored in JavaScript memory, and how the index are coming? Hello, guys, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No doubt, sir.
So, okay, cool. That's great. Cool, guys. So this is called as JavaScript. I mean arrays in general. Okay. So how to create and use an array in JavaScript? Okay. So okay, wait 1 2 minutes.
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Okay, now it is breaking or previously it was breaking?
Still breaking, sir.
Sir, breaking, sir.
Okay, 1 minute. Guys, now it is clear. Hello.
Better, sir.
Okay. Actually, I have. I mean, I'm working with 3 laptops, so all the laptops are connected to internet. So sometimes there is some lag in. I mean, the internet connection. That's the reason it's happened. I just switched off all the internet connection at the laptops. Okay. So yeah, guys. So there are 2 ways to create an array. Okay. One is a very commonly used method, and another one is very lessly used method. Okay. So let's dive in and let's start typing the code. Okay. So guys, type the code with me today. Okay, start typing the code with me. Okay, let's. So the best way of telling an array is declaring a variable, just like declaring a variable. So let's start with where. Okay, where, let's say array. You can declare it by using square braces. Square braces. This is an empty array. This will not have any value in it. You can add multiple values here by a comma operator. So you can have a comma operator to distinguish between the elements. Okay, this is the most frequently used way in JavaScript to create an array. Any doubts here, guys? Please do reply, guys.
No, sir.
No, sir.
The another way of declaring array is using same thing where array it should be equal to new array keyword. Okay, and here we can pass the values that we want. The length we can pass it here, right? So the basically length we can pass it as 3 or 2. So it will create an array of two values. Okay, but the value will be this. What it will do here is it will create array like this, array of undefined comma undefined. So there will be no values here. whenever you use this keyword, right, it will create an array with two length. Okay, two will come here. How in there? Okay. Any doubt here, guys?
सर where की जगह अगर let लेते हैं तो
nothing is going to change here. Both are going to be the same here.
Okay.
Okay. So basically here, right, one more thing that you people want to understand here is this is nothing but arrays are considered as objects in JavaScript. Okay. Arrays are considered as objects in JavaScript. That is a line. Just keep that in mind. I'll tell you at certain location how that has come up. Okay. Right. So once I do like, yeah, Saija.
So how can we add values to the undefined places?
Yeah, I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Okay. Cool. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to console log whatever I have written here. Okay. Array one. Okay. I'll come here and I'll reload, I'll inspect and reload. Okay. See, now I have got array here. So basically, this is how it will be represented in the console, where you will have the 0th index, you have the 0th value, the first index, you have the first value, and the second index, you have the third value. Okay. Then you have the length. The length is 3 here. So this is how it will get represented in your console. So please, I'll give you a minute. Please type this code and try this out and see what it is coming, how it is coming in your browser, and let me know. It's an empty value. There is no value inside that particular function. The array, the length is the array of the length is 2, but there is no empty value. It's completely empty. Okay. Okay. So in JavaScript, right? As we know, it's in collection of unified elements. That is what we study in different languages. But in JavaScript, the array is an object. It's considered an object, so you can store any value. Okay, you can store any value. If I have a value here, if I want to store a string here, I can store. If I want to add a function here, that I can also add a function. Let's say I have a function here, function func1. Okay, and I'll have this. If I want to add this function to the JavaScript array, I can add. I can add this. I can save this and I can run. And I can see here, see, I got 5 values here. I have function 1 at here, and I have the test string also. So in JavaScript, you can add any values to the array. It is not necessary that it's a string array, it's a number array, or nothing like that. It's an array which can capture all the values you want. Prag, is your question? Did you get the answer for your question? Prag, I'll come to that. Okay, yeah, then let's have a lot of things to cover. After that, I'll come to that. So, guys, did you try out this program in your laptop, desktop, or computer? You please give me a thumbs up, guys, if you did so that we can move forward. So now, in case, okay, trying. Okay, I'll give 1 more minute. Please try it out. Few people are trying. Shall wait.
सर एक छोटा सा डाउट था.
हाँ बोलो.
जैसे ऊपर थोड़ा सा अगर आप ऊपर लेंगे तो मैं पूछता हूँ. जैसे ये लाइन नंबर 264 है, 264 पे फंक्शन 2 और उसमें आपने आर्गुमेंट पास किया है और उसके बाद में आपने कर्ली ब्रेसेस ओपन किया है। तो ये कर्ली ब्रेसेस का जो पोजीशन है वो लाइन नंबर 64 पे के जगह अगर 65 पे आके अगर ओपन होता है तो ये गुड वे है राइटिंग का या ऐसा लिखना गुड वे?
दिस इज द गुड वे टू राइट।
अच्छा, वही सेम लाइन में ओपन ब्रेसेस आना चाहिए।
हाँ,
अगर उसको एक एंटर कर देते हैं आप ब्रेस के, हाँ, और ये टैब दे के आगे आता है, तो ये ठीक है या पहले जो था वो ठीक है?
both are correct way of writing, but the editors, right, the modern editors will have the curly braces in the top, the same line.
Okay,
that is the reason.
ओके, नहीं प्रैक्टिस अभी से जो प्रैक्टिस करेंगे वो आदत बनेगा, इसलिए मैं पूछ रहा हूँ।
Put it in the same line.
Okay.
Because when you are typing code in your company, right, you'll be along when you're typing code in the company, right, that time you'll be typing it fast. You would be considering about this pretty thing and all. So what you'll do is exactly write function, let's say test, and your curly braces open, and your curly braces. So when you put enter here, right, automatically it will come. It's writing here. It follows the same structure, like this kind of structure. This is nothing wrong if you write that way also, but this is more commonly followed.
Okay. बिकॉज मेरा जो मतलब इसका प्रोजेक्ट था कोर सीएससी का, उसमें उन्होंने बोला था कि जो कोड राइटिंग का स्किल है वो अच्छा होना चाहिए, उससे बहुत ज्यादा इम्पैक्ट पड़ता है।
Yeah, definitely it's going to impact a lot. Okay, it is going to impact a lot.
और ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि अगर कंपनी में वो फॉलो हो रहा है तो हम भी वही करना चाहिए, जो बेटर दिखे वो शायद उसको अगर फॉलो करे तो वो अच्छा है।
See, this is a long learning curve. You can't stay with one single approach. Okay. Some companies will follow some kind of standard, other companies will do these other things. So always try to get in touch.
Okay,
that is going to. Okay,
thank you.
Yeah, sure.
So
yeah,
so how it will give the length of the array? Because I'm just doing it, then it will just giving the full array, not giving the length.
See, here you are telling in the console.
Yes, sir. So in console,
see,
this is just showing. Yeah.
This is these values, right? The length, the prototype. This
Yes,
is not
sir.
mandatory. That is not mandatory. That is that the browser adds it. Okay, that's not mandatory. That's not printing. Actual printing is this much only. Okay, this is the printing that
So
you should get.
Okay. So you just
Whatever it is
open
adding.
it.
Yeah. When I'm opening that, I'll get these two values, the prototype and the length. So don't get confused with that. The prototype we will cover in advanced, intermediate JavaScript. So these two values are given by the browser as a site fit. So don't think about it. Okay.
Yeah, sir.
And
Okay.
cool. Prag, that was an interesting question that you got. Senior citizen function or the first class senior citizen function. So basically, whenever you have a function defined here, right? This is a function. But if you define this function as a variable, right? Like yesterday we dealt with the concept of anonymous function, where we declare a variable, okay? Where we declare a variable like say temp, and we declare we assign a anonymous function to it. So this is called a senior citizen function or first class senior citizen function, where you treat a function as a regular variable that is called as a senior citizen function or a first class senior citizen function. Okay.
So repeat again.
So whenever you treat a function as a variable, when you assign an anonymous function to a variable, and this is nothing but a variable. This is the function, but that is assigned to a variable. So we treat the regular function as a variable, right? So that is called as senior citizen function or first class senior citizen function. Okay.
Why?
That was an interesting question.
So like what's the like senior citizen function, like why?
See, it's a naming convention, man. Somebody has given a name to it. Okay. You can't find everything why that is given as a name. Okay. If you want, I can find it. I can try to find out why it is given that name. Okay. I can find and tell you.
So it is also called the anonymous function, no? And it
Yeah,
is
this is see, this is the anonymous function. This is the anonymous function part. Okay, when you assign an anonymous function to a variable, that becomes a first class senior citizen function. See, here what happened here was this is an anonymous function. This portion is anonymous function. And when you assign it to a variable, that is basically like you're treating a variable as a function. So that concept is called as senior citizen function or first class senior citizen function. Okay, that's a concept, and the concept has a name for it. Okay. Okay, cool. So yeah, let's go to the next topic. Yep. Let's not deviate from where we are. Okay. So that is how we have defined the arrays. Okay. Now our job is to understand the places how it is working. Okay. So first one, let's talk about the length of the array. How to find the length of the array. So I'll do console.log of array1.length. So whenever you use dot length with an array, right, it will give the length. It will basically give the length in number. Okay. I come here and reload. See, I got the length of the array, which is 5. There are 5 elements in the array. That's correct. So that's how we get the length of an array. So to get the length of a particular array programmatically, we need to use dot length function for respective array element. Sorry, the array. Okay. Any doubts here in finding the length of the array?
no, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Please, this is an array property. Length is an array property. Please try this out in your respective computers, laptop desktops, and let me know whether people have done so or not. Cool. So let's move to the next one. So let's see if I want to, let's remove this function for now. Okay. Let's have some values. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let's start this one. Okay. Now we need to display, if I have to write a program to display all the elements in the array. Okay. I can display it through this way. Okay. Or I can also write a loop to display it. So for example, I'm going to write a for loop here. Okay. So for let I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to, I is less than array1 dot length. Okay. And I plus plus. And inside this, I can type console.log of, see, what I have done is I am starting with 0. Why I'm starting with 0? Because the first element's index is 0. This is 0th index. This is let's go to the diagram. Okay. So if let's say this is an array called A. Okay. So we know that. So whenever we want to access a particular element inside the array, right, we use index. So what we'll do, we will write the array name, we will write a square braces, and we will write the respective elements index. So if I want to access the value as 1 here, then I need to put 0 here because it is the 0th index. So I'll get this first value of this. This will nothing but 1. Okay. If I want to access the second element of the array, the index of the second element of the array is what? 1. So I'll write here 1. So basically it will give me 2, right? So this is how we access the particular element inside an array through an index, through the respective index. The index starts with 0 and it is always array's length minus 1. The last index of the array would be array's length minus 1. What is the array's length here? 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So 3 is the last index, last element's index. So if I want to print the elements here, right? So what I will do, I'll give array a of I. Why I here? So this is going to be incremental. So first time it will be 0. So it will print a of 0. The next time it will be 1. So it will print a of 1. Next, the third time it will be first it will print a of 0, then it will print a of 1, then it will print a of 2, then it will print a of 3, then it will print a of 4, and with this the loop will stop, because when I is 4, the length is 5 here. So 4 is less than 5, it will get satisfied, it will print a of 4. Now I becomes 5. Is 5 is less than 5? No, it is not. So it will not print. Anyhow, a of 5 is undefined value here, because a of 5 does not exist in the array 1. Correct? Did people understand what we have done here and how we are accessing the value through the index? Say something, people.
सर वो
Yes,
ए
sir.
तो अपन ने डिफाइन नहीं किया ना, ए की जगह अरे चाहिए.
Yeah, this should be array. Sorry, yeah, that's right. It should be array 1.
सर अगर अरे भी नहीं लिखा तो भी मतलब कंसोल लॉग आए, अगर लिखते डायरेक्टली आए को करते तो भी वो 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 ही प्रिंट करेंगे.
It will print okay. In that case, okay. If that's what
And
you're
this
coming,
is
then okay, wait. What I'll do. Okay. I have fruit name here. So it should print apple, orange, and kiwi here for me. Okay. Okay. So if I come here and reload this, right? See, all the 3 values got printed for me. Okay. I don't want index. I want the value present at the index. So ARR of I means I in ith location of the ARR in the array that will get printed. The first time the i's value is 0. The second time the i's value is 1. The third time the i's value is 2. The fourth time i's value is 3, which is greater than which is almost equivalent to the array's length. So that we don't consider here.
okay sir. Whatever inside the array, it will be printed.
Yeah, that is what we want to print. Okay. Please try out this thing in your respective systems, guys, and let me know whether you've done it or not. Yeah, Abhishek. Similarly, you have to do that for your file look also. Cool. Let's move to the next piece. What is that I want to cover? Okay. Now, if I want to change the value, okay, if I want to change the value of this any particular item, let's say I want to change the value of orange. What is the index of the orange here?
1.
1. Okay. So what I will do is I'll do ARR 1 of 1 equal to, let's say, test. Okay. I'll comment this. I'll print this, and I'll print again. Okay. This is before changing. Before changing. Okay. And here this is after changing. Okay. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm printing both the values before changing and after changing. So how I'm changing it, I'm selecting the location where in which the value need to be updated. Okay. I'm selecting the location where the value needs to be updated, and I'm changing the value directly. Okay. So let's come here and see what is happening. See, before changing it was orange, and after changing it has become test. So we can change some particular value at the particular location, right? by selecting the respective location and adding a value. I mean, assigning a new value. Any doubt here? How to assign a new value to the existing location?
Okay.
Okay. Please try this out in your system and let me know if you people have done so. Okay. Yeah. Now let's okay. Now we are adding a fourth parameter, that is func1. Okay, function one. Okay. Now somebody asked me at the starting how to call the function. Okay. So basically, how do we call the function? What is the index location of the function one?
3, sir.
This
So your voice is gone.
call function.
So your voice is lagging.
Hello, I'm audible now, guys.
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. So here, right? I did change my screen. I'm still in this same screen only. Is it lagging now again?
It's fine, sir, now.
It's fine now, sir.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So what I was telling here was, so whenever you want to call a function, right? The function, right? We will add a parenthesis to it. Okay, we'll add parenthesis to it. Okay. So here I'm calling the function which is present here, because at the third location it is there. So basically I'm calling that. So once line number 290 is executed, it should call the function 270 function in the 272 line. So basically it should console this particular line. So let's try and see whether it works or not. See, the function got executed. The function got executed. So this is how you can call a function inside an array. Any doubt here, guys?
Sir, repeat it again.
See, we know how to access a value of the particular element inside the array. So at the third location, we have function one here. So function from this particular what is the value of array of 3? This func1, and we are calling that function using the open and close parenthesis. So when you call a particular function name with the parenthesis, it is basically function calling. So this particular line will call the function present at 272 line. This is function one. So this will get executed.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If you have argument here, let's say you have one argument here. Let's say that is called temp. Let's say arg1. Okay, and I am consoling that also with this arg1. Okay, I can pass the argument directly here. Let's say argument one value here. Okay, I can pass. There is no need to add any kind of arguments to the function in the array, but you can pass it directly here. Okay, so if I pass this, it should be printed with the function and executed. After that, this the argument what I'm passing here that should get printed. Let's check here. Okay, let's come and reload. See, it got printed here with that. So that is how you can call a function with argument when it is present inside the array also. Okay, is it clear, guys? Please try this out in your respective laptop, desktop, or computer, and let me know if you people are able to do it successfully. Or if not, tell me, I'll help you resolve that. Please be faster, guys. We have a lot to cover.
सर एक बार क्रोम ओपन कीजिए ना.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Shall we go to the next topic, guys?
So wait a minute.
Yeah, sure.
Value one.
Parag, to your question, right? Yeah, you can create an array with a 0 length also. That's called an empty array. Okay, guys. Fine. So let's move to the next concepts. Okay. So we have learned that. Now let's talk about the methods in JavaScript. Okay. So let's take an array. Let so you can Rajesh, you can create array by the two ways that we discussed now. One is directly defining it and using a keyword like new array. There are two ways that we can use to create an array. Let's take ARR1. Let's take ARR and we have value like it's a value like 1, let's say 100, 200, 500. This be 700. This be 900. Okay, we have three values here. Okay, now we are going to what we are going to do here is we are going to console it. Okay, this will print the exact array. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push data into this array. I mean, there are two functions that we are going to study now. One is push and pop. Push and pop always happens at the end of the array. Always this function either adds or removes data at the end of the array. So if I'm going to push a new data to the array, it will add at the fourth location. That will be the fourth element in the array. If I'm going to pop a value, right, it will remove the data from the last location. Okay, so let's try it out how that's happening. So if I do array dot push of, let's say, 300. Okay, what it will do, it will take this value and put it here after this. So that is what the array push will do. Okay, so let's see what is the output of that. Okay, this is before. This is before. This is after. Okay. Okay, let's come here and reload. See, before, right, I have 3 values. And after pushing, the one value got added to the last one. So is it clear, guys, what is the push is doing here? Reply something, guys.
Yeah, just I want to ask one question.
Yeah, sure.
It is possible with let, right? But when we use const, what will happen? Because in const, we can't make changes, right?
Yeah. If I'm going to use const here, right, const array, if come and reload, it will work. Because array is an object in case of JavaScript.
Okay.
Okay. So const retains its policy for primitive data type you have primitive data types like number, string, bool like that. But it's an object here. For object, right? We can edit. There is no problem.
With array, you can make changes in const too.
Yes.
Okay. It is only limited with
Primitive data
types where you can't use const to make changes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So if I want to add multiple elements, let's say I have 300 here. I want to add some more elements like 400, then 100. Like I can add n number of elements separated by comma here. Okay. If I save this and come here and reload, right? See, it got added all the values in that same order. 300, 400, and 100. Okay. That is the job of push here. Okay. Not only you can push the numbers, you can also push anything. You can push string here, let's say test, or you can also push the function name here. Let's say I'll just uncomment the function here. Just copy, uncomment, copy. Okay, uncomment the function here, and I'll put function name also here. Let's say func1. Okay, if I save this, come here and reload, right? See, everything came here. Even I can also push an array. I can push an array here directly. Okay, I can put like let's say I have array of a numbers. Okay, let's say strings like a, then b, then 1, then comma 4. Okay, I can also push an array to it. Okay, if I come here and reload, see, I have array inside the array. Okay, see, I have array inside the array, so that is also possible. Okay, so that is how we keep on pushing data to the array. Prag, you could say that. What are you telling? I can say that basically array's job is to have the array, right? This particular ARR will have the reference of the first element, and depending upon the index value, right, it will select the address and that it will get updated. That is the reason you can update a const array also. Okay. So any doubts on the push, guys?
So can we also push a Boolean values?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. True. True is a Boolean value. Come here and reload. I have true also. Yes. Okay. Please implement this, guys, and let me know if you have done so. Okay. To answer your question, right? Let's please try to implement this. After this implemented, I will talk about the constant. What exactly the constant does is. Have you all the guys, you have implemented this push function?
Yes, so
Okay, cool. Now let's talk about the constant, which you people are too much confusing for you people, right? I'll talk about the constant. So let's say I have defined a const here, const arr arr. The value of it is 1, 2. Okay. Now, if I try to assign a new value to it, okay, assign a new value to it. Let's say 3, 4. Okay, this will throw me an error. This will throw me an error. If I come and reload, right, this is going to throw me an error. The reason here is what happens actually is, so whenever we have an array, right, let's say we have an array called arr, okay, and it has two values, 1 and 2, 1, 2, and 3, okay, 3 values. So this is the location of the first element. So arr will contain the location of the first element, okay, to contain the location of the first element. So this is the reference. The address the reference of the first element is stored in arr. Okay. From there, it will have an access to the complete array. Okay. But when you define it as const, right? Okay. Const, right? At that time, what happens? This reference will become constant here. You can add values, you can delete values, but the reference will not get changed. The reference will remain at the same location. So if you assign a new value, new set of values to it, right? Let's say 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Okay. So now this has something different location. This has some different location. Okay. So in that case, that you can't assign to the array one. So that is why you're getting error. Whenever you're creating a array in a constant format, if you're going to assign a new set of values to it, it will not work. But if you're going to mutilate or mutate the values or change the values of the respective array, which was initially there, that will work. Now you understood why constant is not working in case of an object. I mean, in case of an array. Sadaf,
yes, sir.
this case. Okay. Cool. This is how you ask doubts. I like when you people ask this kind of doubts. Okay. Now let's go to the next concept, that is pop. Okay. Pop's job is to remove element from the last. Okay. Pop's job is to remove element from the last. Let's say let's do pop here. So pop is just a function. We won't give any parameter to that. Okay. But for push, we give the list of parameters that needs to be appended, that needs to be added to the array or pushed to the array. So if I do pop here, what it basically does is, see, initially it was 500. When I did pop, right, it has removed the element from the last. The last element got removed. So that is the job of pop. Okay. Any doubt on array.pop, guys?
नो सर सर पॉप में
Yes.
हम लोग इंडेक्स वैल्यू दे सकते हैं मतलब
Okay, you're telling, can I give here the index value?
यस सर
Right. Okay. Okay, I'm giving the index value. Come and reload, right? The last value will only go. Whatever value you're going to give here, that is not going to matter anything to it.
ओके सर
Okay. The pop's job is to remove the last element of the array. Okay. So this is how we have pop.
So
Yeah.
so can we add element between two existing element in the array, like some particular piece?
Can you come again with your question?
So I'm saying if I wanna add an element between some particular space, like in
Wait.
array.
I got it. You want to add something not in the end, but somewhere in between, right?
Exactly.
We have a separate function to do that. We'll come there. Okay. We'll come there. So now only we are dealing with the pop and push, which is the last one. Okay. Fine. So let's go to the next set of guys. See, to remove a particular element or particular value, right, or add certain values, right? There are functions are there. We will be coming to that. Let me go with the flow. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about unshift and shift here. So basically, the unshift and shift are nothing but they are opposites of push and pop. So push and pop are used for the end of the array, and unshift and shift are used for the starting of the array. Okay, so let's copy this and let's paste this. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do shift. So basically, shift, what it does is it removes the element from the starting. It removes the element from the starting. That is the job of shift here. Okay, if I reload this, right, see, the first element got removed. So the job of shift is to remove the first element. Okay, whatever element which is lying at the first, it will remove it. That is the job of the shift. Okay, it will move the other element to the first location, and it removes the first element from the array. That is the job of the shift. And the opposite of the shift is unshift. Okay. 1 minute, guys. Yeah. So I'll do unshift. Okay. Here, if I add any value, right, let's say 200, or let's say 200. Okay, initially 200. So what it will do, it will add 200 at the initial level of the array. So reload this. See, the 200 got added at the first location. If I add multiple values, let's have 400 also. So it will add 200, 400, then 700, 900, 500 will come and reload here. See, I have 200 and 400. After that, I have this. Any doubt on shift and unshift, guys? Say something, people.
I have one question related to let and var.
Okay.
In let, we can access the function or the variable from global, but in variable we can't. That's why we are using let, right?
Let and const are block scope. Okay. Where is global scope? I mean, it can be available on the global level. You can use where, you can use let, anything you can use.
But with the let, we can access global inside block.
Sorry, can you come again?
Means why we use let instead of where?
See, where there is no reason that we can use where, we can use let. There is nothing, nothing wrong in using anything. Okay. There is a difference.
Okay.
Okay. There's a difference. The difference is if you're going to use where, you can find this array in the global level. If you're using let or const, you will not find it in the global level, it will find it in the program level. I mean the script level. That's only the difference.
Means inside block level, inside the function.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is only the difference. I'm using let because I have been very much everybody because where causes lots of unnecessary problems.
Okay.
Yeah, Shubhankar, that is PS6 concepts. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is how this happens. Okay. Cool. So any doubt here, guys? In shift or unshift? Okay.
No, sir.
Please implement this in your respective systems, and let me know if you people are able to achieve the same results. So shift job is to remove the first element. Remove the element which is at the first position of the array. Okay, or zeroth index, you can say. Please implement this code in your laptop, desktop, or computer, guys, and let me know if you are able to do it correctly. And if you're not able to do it, let me know so that I can help you out.
So can't we remove as much as any animal and we want? Like here we are removing, adding 2 elements. So can't we just remove 2 elements from the front?
No, if you want to do that, you need to call this function twice. You need to call this function twice. array dot shift. Like this, you need to call if you want to remove two elements from the set.
Okay.
Guys, please be fast. There are a lot to cover. We might miss for today's class if this is the case. Okay, then I will get a call from you, attain you that you need, don't be very slow like that. Are you people feeling it is slow class?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to convert the array into string. Okay. Ranjish, to remove certain index in the array, right? We will cover that later. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to let's say I'm going to console dot log the array now, arr. Okay, and I'm going to console it by converting into a string. Okay. What I'll do is I'll do console.log of arr dot toString. Okay, toString. So this is an inbuilt function, which array function, which will convert this array into string. Okay, I'll save this and come and reload here. See, basically when you are consoling it like an array, it is an array, but here it is a string. Okay, this is a string here. So to convert an array into a string with a comma separated string, right? You can use toString operation. So when you do toString to an array, right, it will basically convert all the elements into a string with comma separation. Okay, is it clear here, guys? Any doubt here?
No, sir.
Okay, please try to implement this. That is not array destructuring. So shall we go to the next concept, guys? Let's talk about join now. Okay. See, if the okay, so join is also same. Join is same as toString conversion, but its job is to convert the array and join each element with comma separation. If I'm going to give we can also specify with what operator it needs to join the elements. Okay, if I give a space here, right? Come and reload. See, it has joined all the elements with a space. So we can so basically when we use empty when we pass no parameter to join function, right? It basically acts like toString function. Okay, it will attach all the elements as a string and within comma. Okay, but if I want to add any other, I don't want comma there. I want some other character there. I can give it here. For example, I'm giving slash now. Okay, slash. And in that case, it will join all the elements with a slash. So that is the job of join. Join's job is to connect all the elements with the respective delimiter provided. Any doubts on join, guys?
Sir, repeat again, please.
See, join's job is to connect all elements by whatever value you are going to give. It will convert the respective array into a string. Let's say the array here is 700, then you have 900, then you have 500. Okay, and in between each elements, that will it will put this particular value. So it will put slash here, and similarly it will put slash here. So that is the job of join.
Sir,
So if yes, sir.
what is the difference between line number 325 and line number 327?
Okay,
Both will give you the same value, right?
it won't give you the same value. This should be an array and this should be a string.
Okay, means this will be inside this braces and it will be without braces.
Yeah, it's not about braces. It's about data type. Yeah, you can say like that, but in interview we can't answer that like in that manner.
Sir, it is joined string too.
Yeah, so join will also make string. You can use empty place here. This is how it would look like, Preeti. So if you don't want anything in between, then you can just give an empty string. Okay. So any doubts in case of join or join, guys?
And sir, instead of forward slash, we can use anything.
Anything you can use. If you want to use a star, you can also use star. You can put anything in that string. You come here and reload, see it will be separated with a star.
Okay, sir.
Please do implement this in your laptop, desktop, or computer, guys. And stop me if you people have any doubt. Okay. Fine. Let's go to the next one. Next one is reverse. Reverse is basically reversing the array. So when you want to reverse in particular array, right? Rather than writing a code or writing a loop, you can directly use a reverse function. So let's say if I want to reverse this particular array, okay, I'll just use reverse function here. So basically, what this will print? This will print 700, 900, 500, but this will print 500, 900, 700. Okay, let's check that. See, this is with a normal array, and this is the reverse one. It will just reverse the contents of the array. So that is how we use reverse here. Any doubt, guys? In reverse? See, please
No,
be
sir.
responsive.
No, sir.
After some time, I'll lose my patience. Okay. Please be responsive. Okay. Good. Let's go to the next one. Next one is concatenate. So concatenate basically to connect two arrays or two values. Okay. So basically, what happens here is let's try out concatenate the initial stage. Okay. So let's say I have array ARR and I want to add data to the end. Okay. I can give concatenate like I can. So yeah. So there is two ways to do it. One is the initial way where I'll just give values. Let's say 200 and 400. Okay. So what this basically it will do is it will add the elements to the end of the array. See? Yeah. So what basically does it? It adds the data to the end of the array. End of the array. This is almost same as push. Okay, almost same as push. Okay, but this can also happen side another way also. Like shift also you can also do this like shift. So how to do that like shift is you can put 200 comma 400 here dot concatenate of array AR. Okay. So you can't do this way. You can do it by making it an array. Yeah, we'll come to this one next week. Okay. So this is the one way of adding data to the end. And similarly, you can also add directly an array also. So here in push, whenever you're pushing an array, right, it will add as an element. But here in concatenate, what it will do here is it will just link these two arrays. Let's say we have this is array 1. Okay. Array 1. This becomes 1. And I have here ARR 2. Okay. And that has value. Let's say test 1, comma, test 2. Okay. And I concatenate that value to this one. So what I'll do here is I'll do here ARR of 2. So what this will do is it will create a longer array which has both the elements. So I'll just come here and reload. ARR1, that is ARR1. Okay. See, now what it has done is it has two elements. Let's console this array also so that you people can understand clearly. See, this is the first array which has 3 values. This is the second array which has 2 values. When you concatenate these 2 arrays, right, it basically creates a longer array which will consist of 2 values, both the values. So we have array 1 concatenate with array 2. That in that order only it will come. It will come the array 1, then it will come the array 2. If I make array 2 concatenate array 1, in that case, test 1, test 2 will come in before. Okay, so it's basically, you could say merge. It's like merging two arrays. Yeah, that's a correct word. Merging two arrays into one. So that is the job of concatenate. Any doubt here, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. So you can also have a ready-made array to do that. For example, here I have okay. Here initially we have written this ready-made array. That is also we can work it out. If I come here and reload, it will add 200 and 400 in starting. Basically, we have a ready-made array here, which gets concatenated to the array. So this is how the people can do concatenate. Any doubt here, guys, on this one? Please do try this in your laptop, desktop, or computer, and let me know if you people have done it.
So can you please explain toString?
What?
toString method. So toString.
Oh, okay. So toString is like it's a way to show. See, this is an array. Okay. If I want to print it as in string, right, I'll use toString method.
So it just convert the integer into string, no?
Not integer, array to string.
Array to string, yeah. Okay, sir.
Okay. Cool, guys. So with this, we have finished concatenate. Oh, still there's a lot more to go. Guys, have you understood the concatenate?
Yes, sir.
And sir, I have a question. Like none of these methods, they don't modify the original array, right? They just create a copy of it.
Okay, it's a good question. It's a very good question. So basically, till now, it's been copying it. Okay, there are few things which will modify the correct the exact array, which the parent array, that we have not encountered till we will come in later stages. Okay,
right, thank you.
That's a really good question. Yeah, Preeti, what's the doubt with shift and unshift?
Can you please repeat it? I'm not able to get the correct answers for that.
See, shift basically removes the first element of the array, and unshift adds the data to the first at the starting of the array. That is the job of shift and unshift.
So we have to pass some arguments in the unshift.
In the unshift, yeah, you have to pass the argument because you're going to add the data to the array, right?
Okay. Okay. At the first position, we will add up like 0th position.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If you have 2 values, it will add the 0th and first position.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sir, what is the difference between dot join or dot concat?
Join's job is to create a string. Concatenate's job is to create an array.
Join job is to create
A string.
a
It
string.
creates a string from that array. Concatenate's job is to merge two array and create a new array.
Okay.
Both are different.
Both the thing works same but on different data types.
No.
Okay.
Joins works on single array. Concatenate basically merges two arrays.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
So when we are doing the concatenation, that's not permanent, right? Because if we print out the array after that, it will give
Yeah.
gives the
Yeah.
output the earlier one.
See, that is the point. Here till now, whatever we have seen here, right? Whatever is seen till now, right? So all these things don't modify the actual array. The actual array will get modified in shift, unshift, pop, and push. There only the actual array is getting modified. Apart from this, right? If you see this join or concatenate, that will not modify the actual array. It will create a copy of it.
Yes.
Okay. Shift, unshift, push, pop. Four thing will modify the actual array. Okay. Cool. Now let's move to the next one called slice. So basically, slice is a way to strip the array, to strip the respective array. Okay. So let's have a look on slice now. So let's comment this. Copy this. Okay. So now let's add few more data. Okay. Now what I'll do here is I am going to create an slice of an array. Okay. A slice of an array. Okay. Now let's do a dot slice of from 0 to 3rd. So what it basically means here is it will tell you the starting and ending index of the array. So I'm going to select I'm going to create a sub array a sub array which is going to start from 0 from the 0th location and it'll go to the 3rd location. So this is the 3rd location 0, 1, 2, and 3 3rd location. Okay, and I'll print it here console.log of AR1. Okay, so basically if I come here and reload, right, I'll get both the same values only because this will create a new copy of it. This is not going to intersect with the previous, I mean the actual array. It's not going to intersect with the actual array. So if I copy this and put it here inside this side, right? Now if I see, I can see the difference. See, it has started from the 0th location. It has spanned before the 3rd location. So it will, the 0th location will be considered, but the 3rd location will not get considered. The location before that will be considered. Okay, so it will have the values 0, 1, and 2. So these three values will get printed for this particular slice.
So same as Python.
Yeah, you could say that. I'm a bit rustic in Python because it's long since I have recorded something in Python. Okay, so I'm a bit kind of rustic in Python. Okay, but for JavaScript I can work for. Okay, any doubt in slides, guys? Please implement this in your respective If you have done so, then we can move to the next topic. Guys, how is your mindset now? Is it like so much thing we have learned today, or we can learn still? We can learn few more?
We can learn few more, sir.
Okay, how about everyone? Can learn, right?
Yeah, so
Yes,
sure.
sir.
Okay. Okay, cool. So now let's move to the next one. Another one is splice. Okay. So splice is something different. It is kind of a tricky one in JavaScript. Okay. So splice is basically like it's going to modify the actual array. It's going to modify the actual array. So what happens here is in splices we have a data. Let's consider we have array 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay. We can pass the value to the respective value. Okay. So what it will do is it will select the respective element. Okay, it will select the actual position. I mean, the position before that. Okay, always it will select the position before that. If this 4, right? So what it will do is it will take the first 4 values. It will strip it out. So that will be only left in A. The other values it will remove. So when you give one value, right, to splice, okay, I'll show you in code. Let's say we have ARR of 1 dot splice, right? So basically here it will you need to give the start number from where it is going to start, and you need to tell how much data you need to delete from the array. That is the next value. Okay, for example, if I'm going to give here as let's say 3, okay, and I want to delete 2 elements after that. Okay, so what is let's come here and let's console this and see. Okay. Let's console this, and after this we will console our array also, because our array is going to get modified. Okay, so let's give comments so that we can easily identify what it is. This return of splice, then we have console.log actual array after splice. Okay, and this is actual array before splice. Okay, let's consider first, let's give one value here. Okay, let's give 2. Okay, and come here and reload. See, now what happened here was, this is the regular array. Okay, now I have given 2. So it basically it started from the 0th location and gone 2 locations. Okay, 0 from the second location, you could say from the second index. So this is the second index. It has removed all the values from the array. This is the data that got removed from the array, and what is left in the array? Only the first and 0th and first index. Okay, so whenever you give one particular value, right, it will select that particular location, and from there till the end it will remove it from the array. The other data will present in the array only. So it's basically the splice affects the actual array, but in case of splice it was not affecting the actual array, but here in splice it is affecting the actual array. Any doubt here, guys, in splice when you're giving one parameter to the splice? Yeah, the splice will return all the removed elements, See, what basically happens here is, whenever you apply splice, right, and you give one argument to it, only one argument, it will go to that particular location, and from that location till the end of the array, it will remove it. Okay, so here this is a 0th position, this is the first position, this is the second position. So from here onwards, it will completely remove the data. Okay, it will completely remove these 4 data from the array. That is the job of splice. Okay, if I give the number of elements that to be deleted, okay, that I can give as the second value. If I give 1, that means it will delete starting from 2 second index location. It will delete 1 value. Okay, let's come here and see what it gives. See, it has only removed 500 because 500 lies in the second position, and from that location it is going to remove 1 element. So now 500 has been removed from the actual array. If I want to remove 2 elements, I mean, I want to remove 500 and 400, then I will give here as 2 value. So in that case, I come here and see these 2 values got eliminated, and now this is the actual array. So this is how you can delete a particular value at the particular index. Yeah, exactly. So any doubt here in a splice, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. Fine. One more thing I wanted to cover in this slides, that was just 1 minute. Just thinking what was that left in this slice. I want to cover one more. Okay. Yeah. So you people have understood, right? What this means here. This is for removing data. Okay. Splice can be also used for adding data. I mean, adding data at certain locations. Do people understood this concept, right? For splice, for removing data.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if I want to add data, right? If I want to add data, let's say, what I'll do here is I'll add data at certain location. Let's say at location 2, before 500, I need to add data. Then I'll do array1 dot splice of. I need to start from where? At the second location. And how many elements I'm going to add? I'm going to add, let's say, 1 element now. Okay, 1 element for instance. Okay, and I'll give the respective element value here. Okay, okay. And I'll save this, and after this I'll print it. Console.log of ARR1. Okay, so let's give some other value. Let's give 800. Come here and reload. Oh, sorry, it should be not in array. This should be in. Okay. So come here and reload. See, now I have added 800 to this specific location. So I can add value to the location wherever I want. Okay. So that is how I can also add value to splice using splice to a certain location. Any doubt here, guys, in adding value?
Means वो replace करेगा.
It is not replacing, it is adding value. See, here at second location we have 500. So what happened was it has added, it is replacing it. If I want to add it, right, I can give 0 here. Come here and reload. See, now it have added the value. So if you want to add a value, right, you need to give 0 at the second parameter. So at the second location, you're telling the splice to add 800. So it has added 800 at the second location, second index. See, splice is used for removing as well as adding. So for removing, right, we use first and second parameter of splice. So to add a value, you give always second parameter is 0, and the element that needs to be added, right, that is the third parameter. Any doubt here, guys, in terms of splice?
So why there is a 0? I just didn't understand.
So if you give 1 here, right, it will start removing the data. It will remove data from the respective location. If you don't want to remove, you just want to add a value, you need to give a 0.
So means for adding we have to give 3 values, and for removing we just have to give 2 values.
Yeah. Or you can do both at the same time also. Like if you want to remove 500 and you need to place 800 there. In that case, you can remove. You can put like this. So what it will do is it will remove one value from the second location, and it will add this value at the second location.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's kind of
that means first वाला जो है वो starting index है और second क्या बोलेंगे फिर उसको removing index बोलेंगे.
It is not removing index. It would say the number of data that needs to be removed, or the position. Yeah, you can say the number of data that needs to be removed.
Okay, means अगर वहाँ अगर 2 दिया तो दो वैल्यू को डिलीट करेगा और उसके बाद में एक ऐड करेगा.
हाँ, yeah. Yes, Parag. So is it clear, guys, in terms of splice? Give me answer, guys. Guys, I'm asking you people.
So is it adding a specific value to a specific location, like at second position?
Yes.
And after that, the data will be, shifted to another locations.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is the code for inserting directly. Here we are not removing anything, because when you give 0 here, right, it won't remove any data from the array. It just adds data. If you give any value here, right, at that time only it will start removing. Instead of 0, if you're going to give any value, right, that time only it will remove. Guys, please implement this splice in your desktop, laptop, computer, and let me know if you people are able to do it. If not, let me know. I'll explain you how it can be done. You people there? I think a lot of people got dropped. Is it boring?
No, sir.
Okay, guys. Do you want me to continue the class, or shall we continue tomorrow? Anyhow, I'll stop it here, because after this, right, this needs time to get explained. I need time to explain you these things, guys. Each and every function.
Sir, tomorrow, sir.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's what. So we have functions like for each map, then sorting, filtering, then reduce, every, sum, and index of, last index of. These concepts are left. I don't think we can cover it fastly. Okay, we need to wait.
सर ये पीपीटी आपने शेयर किया है क्या?
ये पीपीटी अभी तक मैंने शेयर किया है क्या? एक मिनट में देखता हूँ. I have updated the PPT in my GitHub repo, but let me check whether I have updated for JavaScript or not. I have updated the CSS, but let me check. No, I have not updated it for JavaScript. I'll do it after this class. Okay.
हाँ वो थोड़ा सा इन्हें पढ़ के आने के लिए इजी रहेगा.
Yeah, sure, sure. No worries. No worries. I don't know whether this PPT is helpful for you guys or not, but for my, like, for teaching, right? Yeah, the PPT is that it is a bit of helpful for me to, go in a flow.
10% भी अगर समझ में आएगा तो वो भी बहुत होगा.
Enjoy करो, कोई problem नहीं है मुझे. Okay, guys. Yeah, coming back. So let's do the MCQs, guys, for today. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm posting the first MCQ. That is for 2 minutes. Please go and answer it. Yes, yes, no, I have given you the second MCQ. That is also for 2 minutes. Please go and answer. Dharam, we will see the doubt after the MCQs. Please try to answer the MCQs first. I have submitted the third MCQ, guys. Please go and answer. You guys have created the fourth MCQ. Please go and answer. That is also for 2 minutes. Yeah, really, sir. Explain it. Let the time. There are one. It's 1.5 minutes left for the last MCQ. Let that complete. I will explain you the second. Okay. So, Nileshwar, when you type right new, let for example, let a is equal to new array, right? Here, basically inside this, right, you give the length. If you don't give any length, right, in that case, what it happens is it will create an empty array. So it will be an empty array. So the length of this array will be 0. Right, guys, I'll create the attendance for tomorrow. Sorry, for today. Sorry. Yeah, I have created the attendance, guys. You people can go and get the attendance for today. Yeah, anybody have doubt? Any doubts that people want to clear?
So in MCQ 3, we have just redeclared the array. That's why it is.
See where VAR, where, right? Where has an option of redeclaration. So when you redeclare a variable, that time it's the second time you have initialized that variable with a string. That is why we are getting a string there.
Okay, so when we redeclare, then it will replace the value with the new one.
Because you have re-initialized the value, right?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Any other doubts or anything that you guys want to clear?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry, man. Just about that. Okay. So your doubt is okay. So what do you want to understand in this, Gaurav?
तो इसमें जो आउटपुट आ रहा है वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा। पहला तो समझ में आ रहा है मीटिंग में, देन फिर वो सेकंड जैसे ये रिटर्न फंक्शन जो कॉल हो रहा है वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या से कैसे हो रहा है।
So basically what happens here now, there will be a greet variable that will have this function, this anonymous function assigned to it. Okay. And you have one more variable called greeter hey, which is it's going to call the greet function with hey. Okay. So when you call this first function, when you call this first one, right? Okay. So the very first one, that is the const greeter hey, right? So what happens is hey is passed to the greet function. Okay.
Yeah.
It
For
comes here.
function for at the place of greeting.
the place of greeting. It will come there. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So basically, what happens here is it will return a function. Okay. In this function, it will execute because this is an anonymous function. Okay. So here the name value, right? The name value will be always empty because you're not passing anything for name, right? In that function.
Yeah.
So you will get hey only. The next time you'll get dharam. The next time you'll get sing. Is it what you're getting?
नेक्स्ट टाइम जो धर्म पास हो रहा है वो समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो समझ में आ रहा है
Next time dharam pass on. See, dharam pass कैसे हो रहा है? See, you have defined your greater hey is there, no? That is nothing but a function. Greet function you're calling, right?
Yes.
So greater hey becomes a function. That variable stores a function called greet. It stores a copy of that function, right? Function call. That is how it is getting called. So greater hey है ना, that is nothing but it's a memory location where you have stored the function call of greet.
Yes, yes.
So that becomes eventually the greater hey will become a function.
Okay, then ये greater है एक function के फॉर्मेट में आ जाएगा.
हाँ.
लेकिन ये फंक्शन कैसे बन रहा है वही समझ में नहीं आ रहा.
देखो ये फंक्शन नहीं बन रहा. देखो तुम एक वेरिएबल को डिक्लेयर करते हो let a equal to 10 और एक और वेरिएबल को डिक्लेयर करते हो let b, ठीक है, और थर्ड लाइन पे b is equal to a लिखते हो, ठीक है. तब क्या होता है, a के अंदर का जो वैल्यू है वो b में जाके असाइन हो जाता है,
वो b में चला जाता है.
हाँ, तो वैसे यहाँ पे हो रहा है. यहाँ पे जो ग्रीट ऑफ हे जो डिक्लेयर कर रहे हो ना, कॉन्स्ट ग्रेटर है, तो वहां पे ग्रीट फंक्शन को तुम कॉल कर रहे हो. उस कॉलिंग को तुम ग्रेटर हे के अंदर स्टोर कर रहे हो, ठीक है.
Okay.
और जब ग्रेटर हे को तुम ग्रेटर हे क्या हो जाता है, एक मेमोरी लोकेशन है जिसके अंदर एक वैल्यू है, जहाँ पे फंक्शन का डेफिनेशन एक वैल्यू है. तो उस फंक्शन तो ग्रेटर हे इज अ मेमोरी लोकेशन which contains greet function. So basically greater हे will call greet function.
Okay, now got it.
ठीक है, समझ रहे हो ना.
And इस परफॉर्म को हायर ऑर्डर फंक्शन कहते हैं या कॉलबैक फंक्शन?
This you can say a higher order function.
Okay.
Because callback function तो तुम यहाँ पे कोई function pass नहीं कर रहे हो ना.
Yeah. Const greet function greeting is called higher order function and function name callback function, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
thanks. Good night, guys. Thank you.
Sir,
Wonderful
थोड़ा
audience.
सा एक रिक्वेस्ट था.
हाँ बोलो शाहरुख.
सर थोड़ा सा ना स्लो हो रहा है.
हाँ मैं कोशिश तो कर रहा हूँ यार स्पीड बढ़ाने की, बट आप देख रहे हो कितने क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं बीच में.
वो सिली क्वेश्चन है सर. क्या बोले अब.
See, my job is to cater everyone. Okay.
हाँ वो मैं इसीलिए मैंने आपको क्लास में कुछ नहीं बोला.
Okay.
मैं इसलिए सब होने के बाद में बोल रहा हूँ.
I can understand. Okay.
क्योंकि ऑलरेडी हम लोगों का पाइथन जो चला वो भी लंबा चला.
Okay.
4 months से ज्यादा लग गया इसलिए.
Okay. I'll try to be in the face, but what to do? कोशिश तो कर ही रहा हूँ मैं.
और थोड़े से कुछ जो फंक्शन हमको समझ में नहीं आते हैं वो अगर आप थोड़ा सा उसका ड्राई रन करके अगर समझा देंगे ना. ड्राई रन इन सेंस कैसा होता है कि जैसे हम लोगों को पहले जो इंस्ट्रक्टर थे वो अगर एक फंक्शन लिखते हैं पूरा तो फंक्शन में पर्टिकुलर वैल्यू कौन सी कहाँ पे आ रही है उसका ड्राई रन करवाते थे. तो अगर वो थोड़ा सा अगर हो सकता है तो कोई यानी अच्छा होगा. नहीं हो सकता है कोई दिक्कत नहीं.
You want paper execution?
हाँ.
Yes sir.
वो मतलब एक तो उसमें कैसा कि जो सिली डाउट्स आते हैं ना वो हट जाएंगे आपके.
Okay guys, I'll try to do that.
अगर
See,
पॉसिबल है सर तो
it is possible. It is possible until unless nobody asks for it. That's not possible. यहाँ पे तो मुझे क्लास में खुल के कोई पूछता भी नहीं कि क्या डाउट है.
And सर एक वेबसाइट है, उससे भी डायरेक्ट इजीली समझ में आ सकता है. पाइथन ट्यूटर विजुअलाइजर करके उसमें सारी लैंग्वेज का मतलब इजीली स्टेप बाय स्टेप वो एग्जीक्यूट करके दिखा देता है.
ओके ओके.
और मतलब ये जो मैंने पीपीटी मांगा उसका रीजन भी वही है कि जो भी आ रहे हैं वो अगर हम थोड़ा सा अगर पढ़ के आएंगे तो समझने में ज्यादा इजी रहेगा.
श्योर श्योर श्योर. देखो पीपीटीज तो मैं हर दिन बनाता हूँ, मतलब पहले बना के ही रहता हूँ. तो आज क्लास है तो आज ही मैं बनाता हूँ मैं पीपीटीज. ओके
ओके ओके सॉरी फिर नहीं वो
ठीक है. सी दिस इज माय पार्ट टाइम जॉब. दिस इज नॉट माय फुल टाइम जॉब. ओके
हाँ हाँ मैं पता है मुझे.
दैट्स द रीजन.
नहीं मुझे लगा कि आपके पास में ऑलरेडी वो पीपीटी रेडी है.
नहीं सी from Attain You I got nothing. I just got the syllabus and the rest you they have the curriculum and the respective content that they have given me in GitHub, but I didn't get any PPTs from you.
ओके ओके ठीक है. जितना है आपके पास में उतना दे दीजिए, हम उतना पढ़ के रिवाइज कर लेंगे.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
ओके थैंक यू सर सो मच.
Okay, sure.
Good night, sir.
Good night, guys. Yeah. Bye, guys.
बाय.